Wow, I know this in a while. This is weird. I'll just put this. No, it's gonna be a little invasive that way. What's more invasive is a bird. You know, I made this empty space for me to do stuff, not for you to lay down. I see we don't care. I clearly made this just for you to lay down. What more could I possibly be worth than to pet my cat? Yes, please move. Okay. I'm just gonna, I have to make this stuff anyway, so I just decided, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna stream it. So, I don't really know what you guys can see. Ma'am. I love this. You know, I am trying to do something, you know. How are you, Beta? Excuse me? Do you think I could maybe have my space? No? You don't think that. Ooh, how's that going? I've honestly stopped playing DVD at this point. It got so toxic, and I got really bored of the toxicity. You're not good. I mean, that's fair. I'm a bus. Yes, please go anywhere, bus. Nope. No. Yeah, sometimes it happens. That is very fair. That is a good thing. A good method to do so. Let me see if I can make this down further. For some reason it doesn't want to do that. Is that better? That's a little bit better. That's fair. I'm trying to see how many of these I can put in one sheet, because then that'll make this whole process a lot easier if I can just put a lot of them in one sheet. There we go. Burby burp, I know mamas, but you cannot be up here right now. She's very loving right now, which is very cute because she hasn't been very loving to me recently, but like also I'm trying to do something. Let's see. Do about there. It's really hard to figure out what catching is. Oh, basically, can you hear me properly? I will gladly explain it to you. I just want to make sure you can hear me if I do. Do a little bit further over. That should be fine. Quite clearly? Okay, cool. So basically, cash stuffing is a form of budgeting, which, duh. But the way that it works, hello, soy molito. The way the cash stuffing works, yeah, I was trying to see if I could put 3 in a row. It doesn't look like I can, which kind of sucks. But it's okay. Basically, cash stuffing is a method of budgeting in which you have little envelopes, for example, and you put the money towards, you know, said envelopes for specific things. So, for example, you have like your emergency fund. So that would be, for example, it kind of goes based off of Dave Ramsey. So, for example, Dave Ramsey suggests that you, while you're, paying off debt and credit card issues, that you try to build up a $1,000 nest egg, which would be your emergency fund. But also in that same vein, you're still building up from there. So you're not just, having that $1,000 nest egg and considering it, time well done. You're kind of just, that's kind of like the first step. There's multiple steps. So like, that's one of the steps, but you would also be going for example, trying to here, I can show some of the ones that I have. So like, I have different ones in my wallet than I do this one, but this is my high priority sinking funds. So like I have a savings one, I have emergency, I have medical, travel, wedding, honeymoon, subscriptions, right? So the big reason for those is that I want to save up for these things, but it's hard for me to save up for things if they're in a digital bank. Physical cash makes a lot more sense to my brain than a digital bank does. So I just prefer having it in my hands, not to mention obviously. Thank you! There's a tomato one, get out of here. Thank you for the subscriptions, I appreciate it. Okay, I think I can put about 6 in each, which is okay. I kind of wanted to see if I could put 8, but I think 6 is the max we're gonna go with. But yeah, basically it's a form of budgeting that makes it so that everything is tangible, which is a lot easier to process that, you're spending money. Because for me, it was really difficult to realize that I needed to be better about spending my money when, it wasn't quite, I don't know how to explain how difficult it was for my head to process. Like that when I had $800 at the beginning of the month, just because I had $800 at the beginning of the month doesn't mean after I swiped the entire thing that I wouldn't have $800 at the end of the month. Does that make sense? Some people don't have that issue, which is perfectly fine. I have that issue, which is why I do it the way I do it. So tangible as in physical, almost. I can see the money going by, but it's a lot harder for me to hand over $20 in cash than it is for me to be able to just swipe a card for 20 bucks. So. I'm gonna run that through one more time. These always run through better once the warmer has been going for a little bit. But yeah. Hey! I didn't know you started cash stuffing. That's really cool. But yeah, so the ones that I'm making are for a 100 envelope challenge, which is a savings challenge, and the whole point is I don't know if that makes any sense what I said thus far, whether or not cash stuffing makes more sense now. Yay, that's exciting. Let me know if you ever want me to make you any envelopes, because that's the whole reason I'm doing this, is I'm starting up a shop in January to make envelopes, because I like making them, and also there's something that's kind of easy to make, not necessarily easy, but they're time intensive, but they're easy enough for me to make that I can make these even if I don't want to, basically. Whereas painting is very dependent on whether or not I wanted to at the time, which is not a great business model. So, yes. Let me know. I will be very glad to make you some. Excuse me if I start singing. I do have... Oh, I could definitely do messy styled ones. But I have music in my ear just because I wasn't sure if anyone was going to show up to the stream. I'm kind of just streaming it because, why not? So, I figured I would just put music in my ears just in case. So, yeah. A messy styled one would be pretty easy. I think I would just have to go over the design, because I would design it for you. I would just have to go over the design with you. That way I can see if I can figure out if you like it or not. I will. He's in a meeting right now. But yeah, so I figured I'd make them. I think it's just a different way to budget for some people. Cash stuffing is also a zero-based budget, so you budget every single dollar. There's no money left over. Some people do technically have money left over for their budgets, but most of the time that goes into what would be called a buffer. So like if you do use your card, then you would, you know, have a buffer in your debit card because you wouldn't really be using very many credit cards. You'd have a buffer in your debit card of like $200, $300, maybe $400, $500. So when you spend money with the card, you have money to like pay for it, so that then you can put money back in, kind of thing. So yeah, that's true. A goat in his face. Okay, I'm gonna figure out where I'm gonna put these, but I'm gonna see if I can go ahead and start popping these out faster. But yeah, basically what I'm making is a 100 envelope challenge. The way some people do it is you can label it 1 to 100 and then save the amount that the envelope is labeled as. So like if you got the one, like number 1, you would put $1. If you got the number 100, you would put $100. And of course you would do it as like to your ability, which I think is a big part of cash stuffing I really love, is that it's to each their own ability. And you would choose that, or you can do something like $20 for each envelope. So then it's more of a reasonable budget for perhaps your budget. But I like doing it 1 to 100 because that works well for my budget, and also I just think it's a really fun challenge. You save more at the end as well. Because like for example, if you did the $20 one with 100 envelopes, then it would be $2,000 at the end, which is a good amount. But if you do 1 to 100, it's $5,050 at the end, which I think is a better goal for me. But yeah, I cut these out yesterday off stream, and I figured I was gonna make them today anyway, so I was like, let me just go ahead and stream it while I'm at it. Are you setting them up right now though? All the envelopes and stuff? Hello! Thank you for the biddies! I appreciate it. Were you gonna say hi on Discord? What's up, Kai? Thank you for the biddies. There's a lot of biddies. Oh, you said it on YouTube. Yeah, am I streaming on YouTube? Oops. I wasn't intending to stream on YouTube. Oops. Let me go end that real quick. I am streaming on YouTube. Oops. I guess there's no harm in me continue streaming on the Insane Circle YouTube. Why so late? Because I don't know. I figured I would just do it. I'm already doing it anyway. Thank you. I'm planning on opening up my shop, so I figured I should probably start doing this stuff again. Yeah, actually I'm just gonna go ahead and end the stream on YouTube. I wasn't intending to stream there. So anyone on YouTube can come over to Twitch. I do not mind. Sorry guys. Bye.